Is it working? There it goes.
I'm gonna put it on my TV. Hold on.
Kynny, Vixen, Coddiwomple Convos, give it a listen. Kynny, Vixen, what you talking about?
It's so
Hello, cute. Can you hear us now?
Hello. Can they hear us? Hello.
Hello.
Yep. My husband.
Is it working, guys? It's not working.
Can they? Nope. Can't hear us. Oh no.
How is that?
You are heard, baby.
Don't be distracting us in the background with your stuff. Like, we can hear you.
Yeah, John.
Can you hear us out there in the chat? There's such a delay between what we're doing here and what comes up on my computer screen. It's really hard because you have to wait so long to see what people are saying.
I know. I'm watching on I can hear us being sarcastic. I see us on I have it also on the TV and I can hear us. I think we're good.
That's not super helpful, Gilf. Appreciate it. I'll try. Do you see the technical difficulties that I'm having? Do you see how dark it is? Don't trigger me, Gelf. I'm upset already. I have a lot of emotions going on about everything. And I'm going to go try to turn on a light. But I'm here with Wrath.
Hello.
And we are going to talk about our feelings about this last week. And maybe get into some troll patrol in just a few. And I will be right back. I'm going to turn on some lights and see if it helps.
Let's see if the lights work.
I don't know how to put the chat on my screen. I will look into that in a hot second. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Quarter Fate. I'm about to sneeze. I'm going to mute myself. Okay, there's the chat. Studio chat. That's not what I want. I want live chat. Where are you? There it is. All right. Am I any brighter? A little bit.
Yep. Oh, and the sound just got better too on my thing. Awesome.
All right. I'm a sing-songy kind of girl. I tend to bust out in songs about everything. I was just singing earlier to Wrath before we started that I was not gonna freak out, but I really want to. I know. This is why doing things during the day is better for me, but I've been having problems with the streaming programs. Right now I'm using Riverside and it will not allow me to use the camera on my cell phone, which is beautiful. I have to use the camera on my stupid laptop, which, as you can see, not so good. So we're doing the best we can. This is called growing pains.
It's called figuring everything out with everyone because we may not know how.
And you can't test this stuff unless you're live.
Exactly.
So, yeah. It's going to be the same for me for tonight, Gelth. You guys aren't on camera, so it doesn't even matter. And I might not be on camera tonight either, but I just like to be on camera because I feel like my expressions are an important part of my reactions. And so without them, it doesn't feel the same. So we might just have to suffer through it. So, anyways, how are you guys doing? How is everyone feeling? Is everyone reeling from all of the things? Wrath, how are you feeling?
Well, right now I'm cold.
Cold in a snowstorm.
Oh, yeah. I hope my connection's okay. Right now we got, we got about 18 inches out there.
Yikes.
Yeah, but I'm nice and warm. We have the 3 space heaters, and it's actually kind of warm in here, so I'm going to concentrate on that because my emotions about the last week or so is like in a big ball, like a knotted ball, and in the pit of my stomach, and I don't really want to go through it right now.
Yeah, it's been a lot. More than I can even honestly take in all reality, like with the amount of lives going on and the amount of documents being read, and
I know. I forgot which one I was reading, which was, I don't remember. It was like 200. I know they're all like long, but one was, I don't know if it was like 290 something or 250 something, and it's just, my hang up is like the way things are said, like the way Blake describes things. It's so like sickly sweet, but I was like reading some of them, and this is all, I'm like, everything she says is love bombing. It's just like World War III of her mouth, just the sickly sweet things. It bothers me so much.
sorry, I had to blow my nose. Yeah, I hear you. Um, yeah, I cried earlier when Bocce was reading something, and then I cried early just a little bit ago when Cassidy was reading something. She was likening the story of Justin to a story about two mothers who appeared in front of King Solomon who were arguing over whose child this baby was. Have you ever heard of this?
Yes, yes, and then they
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so they were arguing over whose it was, and he told them then if they couldn't figure it out that he would just split the baby in half and give them each half.
yeah,
And the one lady said, "Okay." And the other lady, threw herself at him and said, "No, she can have him." And so that's how he knew. And it's kind of similar here. It's just crazy. It's crazy
yeah.
town.
Like the it's just, I don't, the more I read the things, like like I was telling my husband about the emails and the text messages that Ryan was sending, and because like we were huge Ryan fans, like a lot of our humor and things that we say to each other. I even said something the other day and it hit me. I was like, ah, crap, that's from a Ryan Reynolds movie, like something that I say all the time. I just realized it, like it's something that he has said in his movies. So like we know, like his humor. And I said to my husband, I was like, just like these emails and texts that you read, I said it's the most Ryan Reynolds thing I have ever read. And he's like, oh, I'm like explaining to him. He goes, oh, I can see that. I was like, it's like he wrote. It's like whatever Deadpool says, this is what he's saying in an email or a text message. Like this is how he really talks.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think Deadpool is dead on Ryan Reynolds. I think it is him in the you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, a
I
thousand
don't know how
percent.
to say that exactly, but like yeah. I'm sorry, I'm having an allergy attack, so I'm suffering a little bit. It looks like a lot of people are having extreme weather. Guelph is having extreme heat, though. I know Michelle was talking about they just had a plow get to her house, and I think it was Roses was just saying something about it's night. It's
Did she say it was 3 a.m. where she is now?
-2.
Oh, -2. Oh my
no,
God,
that's
it's supposed to be -2.
yeah, Roses -2 Fahrenheit.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's
So,
like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't want to touch my phone. But it's like 16 degrees here. They said it could get, I mean, it's been a while since we usually get like the negative numbers in like February, but it's about 16 here. And I don't think the kids are going to school Tuesday either. My neighbors are snowed in. We just looked out back. They didn't even open their back door. There's like a foot and a half of snow in front of their door.
we don't get snow like that where I live, because I'm down in a. It's all around us because I'm down in a valley, and but it's all around us. And when we do get snow down here, it's quite the pain in the butt because a lot of people aren't super used to it. I mean, they are in the sense that we live in this area, but yeah.
Did Gelt just say Ryan was only made difficult because it looked like Ryan crossed with a Sharpay? Is that what you the Sharpay?
So I turned my camera off, which is frustrating, but I can't stand it. So we're not gonna have all of my facial reactions here, partially because I'm having an allergy attack, and if that gets better, I'll turn it back on and see if I can make it work better. But
everyone's just gonna have to assume what our faces look like. Shock, disgust.
I think people have seen enough videos of me looking disgusted and annoyed and all of the things that they can probably picture it. So yeah, Bocce, and then Bocce earlier was reading Justin's letter that he wrote to Colleen that he never sent.
Yeah.
And talk about heartbreaking. Like, it was just so you could just the betrayal.
I don't know if I read that one. I don't know if I read that one. I have to look. I don't know. You know what? I have a ton saved on my phone of just like some of the dockets, and it just, and I know for like a lot of people, I think it's fair to say that a lot of us who show up in the same, like areas, like social areas like X and YouTube, like we're all in the same lives and we hop back and forth. It's the people who don't even, I guess, I don't know if they know all of what's going on or they don't. And like I feel like, there's like tiers of people and we're like right up there because it's just so like emotionally, like it hits us in a certain way where a lot of people are like, oh wow, that's just like Hollywood gossip and drama. And it may seem like ridiculous to others, but like the actual feelings that I get when like I read these things, and like my poor husband, I'll just like burst out into tears, and he knows exactly like why I'm sad. And I'll just be like, I can't get it through my head like how horrible these people were and how he took it and tried to find like the positive in everything. And I don't know what kind of strength that is, but I just like, and it just hits me so hard, and I know it hits everyone here too, because we're all, watching this stuff every single day together. It really is just, it's like it's an emotional roller coaster for everybody. And then I think, how is this for him? And I'm glad he has so much support surrounding him.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing. I was like, we're over here all outraged and emotional, and it's like not even happening to us.
I know.
I mean, and sometimes there is that thing where you can be more outraged for someone other than yourself than you are for yourself. But we have real feelings. I got some real feelings about all of
Yeah.
this. And I think about them and but then I also thought about how they had a lot more information. I just looked at the camera like I was going to be serious with you guys, and my camera's not on. I was like looking at you guys like they shoot, I lost my point. They knew a lot more than we did. They
Yeah, they
had
know more. Yeah.
documents for a minute, and the shock has probably already worn off for them. And like I was saying in the clip of the live I did with House of Chatter that I put up earlier, about how we're over here like, why aren't they doing this, and why aren't they saying that, and how come they're not yelling and asking for sanctions, and blah blah blah, why aren't they doing this and that? And it's like they know a lot more than we do. And now
Yeah.
they're like, oh, because look at this shit. Sorry, we didn't make it. How long do we have to go before I can cuss?
Oh, we're good. It's usually the first 30 seconds. And that's in a video. The lives, I don't know. The lives, I think we can just go like right out the gate.
I don't know. I've heard. Okay.
You're
Anyways,
good. We're 17 minutes in. You can say it.
this shit's crazy, and we haven't even we're still hearing stuff that we haven't yet because there's so much. And her shit is just as damaging as anything.
Yeah, and I was when we were listening to on House of Shadow, and she was reading from Blake's driver. I was so angry, because I'm like, first of all, you're telling me that like you're driving and there's 2 or 3 people in the car, and you're hearing everything perfectly. You like, there's not a doubt in my mind that Blake said something, because just the conversation that's supposed to be taking place in this vehicle, and not one single person goes for like help. Like, oh, this man just admitted he forced himself on people. And everyone in that car is like, oh, that's terrible, and then they all leave, like, and
Right.
nobody's calling for help. So like, number one, I'm already like, you're lying. There's no way. And they didn't say like, oh, and he threatened us. So and everything that everything she says is a lie. I mean, even in her interviews, like I went to grade school. My mom wanted me to go to grade school at like 6, so I went to 3rd grade with my brothers. I mean, like, everything she says is a lie. So how are we supposed to determine which is a lie and which is real, even in her everyday yapping? So it makes me
Right.
so
And
mad.
it's not like this driver was like an Uber driver or some random driver. This is
Yeah, it's
her
her
driver.
driver. Exactly.
Her driver. So it's like, well, I mean, come on.
And it's like word for word what she said. No, that's not how that works.
I mean, I'm sorry. I know when they want you to testify, they want you to like be word for word about everything, but I hardly ever can remember word for word what somebody said. You're always going to find me probably being like, well, they said something like, I can't remember exactly what they said exactly, but it was something like this. And the feeling I got from it was this. That's usually
I mean, yeah, exactly. I can't, I like, you're driving this car and you're hearing what even like pieces of this conversation, and then first of all are you like, before this person gets out of the car and he's supposed to be like, how do they describe it, like from like a long stroke of her arm, what does that mean, like what? And he's like, this doesn't go anywhere. Well, you didn't tell the driver that, you didn't say that to Blake. Like what are you saying? What is this like crap that's coming out of her mouth? It's such, and people believe it, and I think that's what makes me the angriest. I'm like, what? You didn't call the police? You didn't call like the driver's just like, oh wow, yeah, he said he like R'd a bunch of people. What? You don't call for help? It's just,
yeah, and then you go on to what? I don't remember when they said this was. Do you remember when this was as far as filming goes? Like,
yeah, yeah.
was it at
I
the
don't.
beginning of filming? Like, then you went on to make a movie, or you just and that sounds so far from anything that man. That's not the problem with them. Sorry, and if I'm moving around in the sound, I apologize. I'm trying to get more light in here. But the problem with them is that they're not smart enough to tailor their lies about what Justin does and doesn't say to sound like Justin. They sound like them. That is something they would say to somebody. It's like,
Yep.
like
The difference is in personality.
It's like her
Yep.
not being able to separate herself from her character. It's like she also cannot make up a lie about someone and make it sound like them and not herself.
Yeah, like you're telling me Justin said this, but Justin's never said, like, and obviously there's going to be times where people, like, yes, there are people who can like hide their real selves, obviously, but we're like talking about, okay, well, he said this in a certain way in language that doesn't, it sounds like a movie villain, because that's obviously what they're making up. It doesn't even sound like a real person, like the way that they say he paused and then he like stroked this woman's arm. Like I have to look up like long stroke from what, well, like the shoulder to the wrist as she's getting out of the car. Like, I'm supposed to believe he's like holding her so that he can like sexually like stroke her arm or something. Be like, this doesn't leave here. Like, he's never done that to anyone else before. He's never, like, what are you talking about?
It's crazy town. Like, it's like, how can we make this sound as creepy as possible?
And that's exactly what,
like this.
That's exactly what they did. So like, people who like, they're explaining this, and like, obviously I expect like her driver and people who've known her, if she's like, hey, do me a favor, say this and this, but now I'm thinking, does the driver believe her claims? Or is she like, this guy's, I don't like him, and we're going to try and get him out of here. So if you back up my story, like, that's, I want to know, like, I'm pretty sure that I feel like, I don't know, like Isabella, she seems very, and I could be completely wrong, very naive. I think that in all my rage about her, I think they definitely did grooming with her, and like, yes, she was an adult, but like, she's 21, 22, and like they convinced her, so I'm wondering, did they do that to the driver? Because if nothing, if they know nothing went on, You know what I'm saying? I feel like, do they know? Like, do they believe her? And they're like, oh yes, I will make this up, like the situation to make him look worse, even though he already did this thing to you. Like, that's where I'm like, like, is that what's happening? It's just so like mind-boggling to me that people are like, oh yes, I'll do that without asking questions. Like, what?
Totally. I but it's just that it's kind of like how Justin said, it's hard to defend myself against them because they seem so convinced that it's true what they're saying.
Yeah.
And if he feels that way, then imagine how convincing they are when they're telling people about him. Like, they almost convinced him of him himself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Well, it's also, I think when the letters came out, and a lot of people were like, oh, see, they're admitting that they made her uncomfortable. But what they're saying is that that Blake felt uncomfortable. They don't agree with her view of that behavior, but they want her to feel comfortable, so therefore they will grant her request. And like, a lot of these letters and stuff said that. And like, my brain goes back and forth. Does she really think that this happened? But then I have to remember, no, she can't possibly think that this really happens, because she was, I think she felt insulted that he didn't reciprocate. So it's stemming from that, because if she's having like real delusions that this happened, then then she thinks that this really happened. But that's not what is occurring in my view. It's, she got mad, she was flirting, Ryan saw it, and then Justin didn't reciprocate. So then Blake was saying all these things. And like, this is like my view of it. And then Ryan got super mad. And then it went from there. There's so many different like theories that I tried to like think of, but that's like the only thing I can think of, because everything else doesn't, there are certain things that don't make sense. Well, why would she, if she really thought, I always try to put myself in someone's place. And if someone who's been like assaulted and harassed, it just doesn't sound right. And obviously, again, everyone's, experiences are different, but it doesn't, it sounds too made up. And I think what ended up is because so many people aren't looking at that part, at like the origin story and everything else, that they don't see that. And I think that's where a lot of people don't understand, because they're not looking at that moment where this started.
I agree. I I think Blake can play a lot of parts, and I think that some people might think, well, her like having a crush on him or whatever, and him not reciprocating might not be real um because of how she was talking about him. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
um she can play a lot of different parts. I mean, she could be playing one part to her husband, one part to her friends, one part, you know what I mean, to Justin. I mean, we
Yeah.
saw, who was it? One of them, was it, gosh, I hate when I can't remember which creator did something, but it was Donna. She was reading the same day messages between Blake and Justin and Blake and Taylor, actually. And just the difference between, or no, it wasn't Taylor. Who was it? It was somebody else. It wasn't Taylor. It was somebody else she was talking to. And it was like, it was when she was telling him, oh, what we did today was so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then she's on her
Yeah.
other talk, calling him stupid and a clown and blah, 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 blah. She was playing many faces at one time. And so I'm still not convinced that is not a valid theory. I guess is what I'm
Yeah.
getting
I mean, I like at first I thought my first theory was they look down at him because he hasn't done as many. Obviously, this is his first like major, director thing, and he may not have a lot of things under his belt compared to, I'm going to say, compared to Ryan, because I mean, I don't count Blake directing a Taylor Swift video the same thing as like a person directing a film, like like multiple movies and writing a script. I mean, whatever Ryan is, he wrote the script, so she doesn't know how to do that. Like she just knows how to steal people's scripts and do them. So like, I thought that they just looked down on him and they thought like his religion was weird and cultish, and that's where it stemmed from, and she hated him from the beginning and looked down at him, or that there was a romantic thing. Like those are my big two things. And then I think it was a little bit of both is like my third theory, is to combine them, because I feel like her feelings. Yeah, I mean, and maybe she does seem like someone who's like, oh, well, I'm so much better than him. But I kind of feel like there was something else, and, that there was sort of an attraction, or maybe she flirted with him, and the fact that he didn't reciprocate, maybe she didn't necessarily have feelings back, and she was so insulted because he didn't fall for her, but I definitely think there were feelings that were, insulted on her end.
Maybe it wasn't so much as that he would fall for her or that she had any intention of actually doing anything. I think just the lack of attention. Like he didn't fawn over her, whether he wanted more or not. She seems like the kind of woman, and we all know them, where they just have to have constant like compliments, and to where they're complimenting themselves before you can even give them one, because they're so crazy insecure. And she clearly could not stand, in my opinion, that the men on this set didn't care. And to further back that up, she did say to Taylor that the fact that when he met her, he said, I don't really know pop culture. And she later then was like, the fact that he didn't know who you were makes me more mad than anything he's done to me. And it's like, I know who she is, but I don't know all her. I know, like, I don't know her music. Like, a lot of people don't. So for Blake it's just like, she cannot fathom that people don't fall all over her and her, I guess, her friends too. And like, she's so needy. She's so needy, just like in the way she even talks to her friends, where it's just like,
it's so gross. It's such love bombing worship. Like, and she must be doing this for such a long time to so many people, just like to bring them in, and then to make them like this like worship of them. And it's so gross to me. Like a bunch of people, the way that she spoke to Taylor in the text, when I read a bunch of them, I was like physically grossed out. I like the amount of, and it's like, why, like there shouldn't be that amount of like ass kissing. And just like there's just like, and then like there's one point like Taylor does say something to her, like when like, and the fact that like Blake was using we, like that text really, really bothered me. Like the fact that Blake is saying like, oh, well, we don't feel that way. And we, like, she's using we. And at one point, Taylor's like, it's me. Like, you don't have to do that. And it's just like how she tries to, she's really trying to, like, Blake always reminded me of someone who tried to be like an old-fashioned actress, like from like the 1920s Hollywood, like classic ye olde Hollywood. And like she's this Marilyn Monroe type of person, and she's cute and clever, and everyone, like you said, fawns all over her. She's so insecure with the people, like the people she's with, and she uses like her sister. Her sister's like a purse, and she's like an accessory, and that's how she treats, like, she treats Taylor like that. She treats Ryan like that. She treats her own husband like, that's where she's getting all of her, like her people really know who she is from the people around her. So like she's not doing her own thing to get to their level or rise above. She's using them to make herself look better. And it's just, like, I couldn't be any more grossed out by her. I didn't think I could. The burritos in the bathroom was like right up there, but her language is so disgusting to me. Blah.
Well, I just want to say, newsflash, Blake, to be a Hollywood starlet of old, you actually have to have talent. You have to actually be able to act, and you probably have to be able to sing and dance too. So good luck, bitch.
She's got the old part down. You're getting there, Blake.
That's about it, and she's not gonna have that for much longer.
Yeah, I mean, look at like the Britney dress. I just feel like she just wants, like, she doesn't have anything. Like the way she dresses, like there's one way, the way she dresses is completely like, is like Taylor style, and then like Gigi Hadid style. Like everything is somebody else's. And we could tell when it's not hers because it's hideous. Like her own, when she, like, if she's copying someone, it looks better than when she's doing it on her own. I was looking at that picture with the black and white floral thing that she wore. Was it a polka dot thing? Oh my god, it was hideous. No, I don't know how to describe it. Like that's, she just copies everybody else. Well, the burrito is gross. It is gross, Michelle. It is.
They've made it pretty clear that they have no originality. They have to steal everybody else's shit. I mean, that's one of the first things we learned about her and Ryan, is that they don't want to put in the work. They just want to steal it from everyone else, in my opinion.
So insulting.
One of the things, I was driving around and I was listening to one of the creators reading things, and I did a little voice note for myself, and I was like, I wanted to talk about the difference. What I said was, the difference in the tone of text, where Ryan and Blake's texts are nasty and mean, and they're like name calling, and then how Justin and Jamie and Jen Abel's texts, they're all mostly, especially Justin and Jamie, they're like nice, nobody's name calling. They're
there's like supportive in a nice way.
They're focused on the problem at hand. I mean, Jen got a little mouthy, but fucking I would have too. They fucking deserved it. Justin and Jamie, however, have been the picture of a, wait, I don't even know, maturity, emotional maturity, like the difference in the tone of like Ryan and his nasty, all of his messages were like nasty and like
every single one,
and like
and pages long,
pages and pages of nasty.
Yes.
Even when somebody tried to encourage Justin to be nasty, he wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell there's yeah, like affirmations between them, and like we're praying for you, and like we're hoping for you, and like that's, it makes me angry. And look, I am not, I used to be a religious person, and then I had some religious trauma, and now I am no longer. But you know, I would never say to somebody like, you know, say something about their religion to make it sound, I mean, that's like she's trying to make it sound weird and um like kind of, oh well, it's all like this weird hippie culty stuff, which number one means like she doesn't know anything about, you know, what she's talking about. Like she probably never looked into it, but just like, you know, feels like she's above them because of their religion. Yeah,
Yeah, and everything
my
else.
husband's snoring.
Dummies.
I mean, it's like in that short I made about why
My head's
I
so
hate
forward.
them. You know what I mean? I was like, I need for people to understand that I'm not just a bitch. I'm not out here just cussing people all the time. It's not my normal personality to fight with people and get into drama on Twix. I love the drama on Twix, but it's because I'm fighting for a cause. I'm not just
Exactly.
dramatic anyways. I've never even paid attention to anything like this before. And it's not just that I'm just a pissy bitch. No, I'm triggered just like everyone else because it brings me back to dealing with a narcissist myself. And it reminds me how crazy you feel. They make you
Yeah.
literally feel insane.
Yes, with the gaslighting, like that's why, I mean, you guys know me, you know, why I still have feelings of like reservation because I like I have to think like especially like with all the gaslighting and then the love bombing, and you're like a, you know, like the obsession with somebody, and they're, you know, kind of pumping you full of all this stuff. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're with somebody like that and you're like, how could I not, you know, not see it. And I think that's another thing, like Justin like saw like things that were happening, and he saw like some of the like the flags, but didn't necessarily like you could tell he had kind of like off feelings, but it wasn't until like he really saw them, and then by that time her narrative, like I saw something like the first narrative, that's the narrative that goes out there, is the one that people believe the most, and then anything else is, you know, like you're playing defense, which is what he's doing. So she came out with this first, um you know, before he could, because could you imagine if he came out and said something like, told everybody she was taking over the movie and showed all the correspondence, like if he had hit first, this would have played a little like way different. But you know, she got out there first with all these lies, and of course that's the first thing everybody hears.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's so infuriating.
I know,
I mean,
it's,
I've been love bombed too. I've dealt with a narcissist and I've dealt with a love bomber. And it's like they do this thing where they mirror you.
yeah.
And so everything that you like, they like. I know you're interested. So am I. Oh, you feel that way about that? Me too. And it's just like, oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
so validated. This person just gets me. They must be my person. No, no. Red flags, guys. Run.
Yeah, especially if they're like they're saying it like, and then they do something really crappy, and I think we just assume, especially because we don't, if we don't know, the first few times somebody does something terrible, you're like, oh okay, like it's just that sucked, and we'll move on. But the way that they're pulling you in with all the the sickly sweet talk, and it just goes to show like she does, like you said, it's different with everyone, and she's obviously her most truest self with Ryan, and there's different like shades of her in every conversation. Like it's really flirty and disgusting with Justin, which I don't know why, and she's a little flirty with was it Brandon a little bit? It was like very little, and then after a while she stopped. But it was very flirty with Justin when they talked.
Oh, I agree. But I feel like she's flirty with everyone because she's constantly love bombing everyone. It's like when you're talking to someone, like online dating, let's say, and you're talking to someone and right out the gates, they're just like, oh, you're just amazing. You're so it's like I just literally just met you. Like you can't even know enough about me to know if I'm amazing. And guess what? I have a lot of pieces to my personality, and I just see her as that kind of person where she just comes straight out the gate, just the compliments and just the, you know what I mean? Just bestie, I love you. Blah, blah. How many people did she say like that she loved in her all these texts? And she's just like up everybody's ass. It's like she's
Yes,
just and like
everyone.
when they were reading Brandon's messages and how they were back and forth for a while, and then all of a sudden he didn't respond for like 2 hours. He was probably doing something, and as soon as he responded within a minute, she responded back. And then he didn't respond for an hour, and then when he responded in a minute, she responded right. It's like she's just
Yeah, and then like if they're not, and you notice like she's not messaging in between, like talking, like it's when they it must be so exhausting. Like she must have like 3 different phones like going off at all times. Like, oh, I got another text. I have to love bomb this person now. It's like every single person. That it's exhausting.
every single person. It is exhausting. I'm exhausted. I'm mad. The first couple of days of the great unsealing, my animals were nowhere to be found. I was sitting at my desk.
It was a natural disaster.
And cussing, and like I look around, like they're all in the bedroom because I'm just like, this fucking bitch.
All the wild animals ran away.
How much I hate her. Like, and then I get upset when people that know me well are like, what's your problem? I'm like, I hate her. And don't get me started, because you should just know me well enough to know that if I am this mad and I am this passionate and I have this much rage and this much hate for this bitch, she fucking did something to deserve it.
Exactly. Well, when people are like, why are you so mad? And I'm like, I can't even explain. If you haven't been watching and you haven't been reading, there's so much. I can't even give you a summary of what is happening right now, but just believe that it's so bad, it makes me want to flip cars. I want to go into a restaurant and just randomly flip tables at people and just scream like Blake Lively did this, because that's how mad I'm getting.
I know. So I took my milk jugs video down off of my music page. I didn't take it away. It's still there. And if you've saved it, or you have the It Ends With Us playlist link, or you're on my X and you can get to that post, you can still see it.
Or you saved it to your Canva.
Right. But a friend of mine was like, so like your songs are like so positive and like amazing, and like you just come across such this amazing person, and then what's up with this Blake video? And I was like, Oh, dang it. I was kind of worried about that. You know what I mean? Because it's a little harsh. And I was pissed when I made it. And I was really just like, fuck you, bitch. And I was like, I wrote her back and she was like, I would suggest just maybe making it unlisted. And I was like, that's true. Because this is probably better for like my podcast channel, maybe not so much my music page, because I am focused on writing uplifting music. She's right about that. And so I wrote her back and I was like, well, I'm not all love and light. You know what I mean?
You
My
could do
whole
like a
thing.
playlist, like like cranky or angry, angry music or angsty music. You could do that.
Yeah.
Warn
Well,
everyone with a playlist.
yeah, I was like, listen, I'm not all love and light. My whole thing is I'm a little bit woo woo and I'm a little bit fuck you. That's why I put up the post on my page that says, I'm a little hippie and a little hood. Like, I will send you love and light, but I will also tell you to get fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I took it down because, I love her and unlike a troll on the internet, am going to stop and think about what she's saying and contemplate it. And
Why don't you put it on this one?
I might do that, or I might just have it be a secret prize for somebody. If they want it, I can get it to them. You know what I mean? You just got to have the link to it.
Well, I already have it. It's on my I have a few versions on my phone that when I listen to music it pops right in there. I was able to do it before you took it away. And now I have it forever.
Oh, Crystal loves Kynny. Yeah. Yeah, so it'll just be a little secret fun, and for the people who hate her as much as I do and can understand after all of this time the literal levels of disgust that have built up over the years, or over the months. It feels like years at this point. I would never do that normally. It's generally not in my character, and but this woman is so evil.
It's amazing how
Biggest
like
bully I've ever seen personally, or like witnessed, and I just want to bully her right back.
yeah. It
I
really
I
it
can't
really is.
find
She's the worst. I mean, we say that, but she really is. She really is the worst. It's just there's nothing positive about her. There's zero redeeming qualities, and that's like a harsh thing to say, but it's true. There's nothing nice about her. I don't her even with her relationship with Ryan. You can see it's all sarcasm and like nasty comments. Like even who could deal with that all the time? She's not a good mom. We know that. She stinks as a mom. Um, I mean, she eats food in the bathroom while, doing her hair. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing. No redeemable qualities whatsoever.
I and again, I was months ago saying, like the hate that I feel for them isn't like real hate. It's not like deep seated hatred that like is turning my body black from the inside out, but it has grown some into a little less surfacey, a little more deep. But I just have always been this way when it comes to bullies.
Yeah.
Like one time I was at like, it wasn't Blockbuster Video, but it was like the new one that started after Blockbuster. I can't remember what it was called.
Redbox?
No, it was before that, before you could do that. But anyways, the lady
West Coast Video?
what?
And there's another one, West Coast Video.
Maybe.
which is weird because it was on the East Coast.
So I lost my train of thought. Oh, so the girl behind the counter that was helping everyone was new. And you could tell she was new because her trainer was standing right there with her. And she was having a hard time understanding. And this lady in front of me was just being such a bitch to her. She was being really rude and condescending and short and treating her like she was stupid. And I don't even remember what I said, but I said something like, well, at least she's not a bitch. And the lady was like, oh, and then she, paid for her movies and left. And the girl looked at me and she's all, thank you. I'm all, well, you can't say it, but I sure as hell can. And I wasn't letting her out of there. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, no, hell no. You know what I mean? So, and I've always been like that. Like, don't bully someone in front of me. Don't bully someone in front of me.
Yeah, especially when it's because it's not only like don't bully in front of us. It's also, I mean, bullying is like, it makes me angry already, but then like bullying like the underdog, like someone that like they're being trained, or they're a new driver, like that they're doing something new, or they're not used to this, and they're bullying them and yelling at them, knowing that it's like their first day, and that's this is like a level of cruelty that, like, being impatient is different than purposely doing that. And like I've said, like in my post, sometimes karma comes in many different forms. Like karma came in like that video with Josti and this woman in the video store. You were the karma. Like karma's like, I'm gonna sprinkle a little karma sparkle on Kynny right now because this woman needs a little bit. Like I feel like that's like the little karma fairy is sprinkling her little angry karma dust, and like that's, yeah, like if you're gonna be a jerk and then someone's a jerk to you, then I applaud it, because people need to be put in their place.
I mean, I'm not Justin, and Justin would take the high road, and I don't take the high road with stranger bullies. I'll take the high road with people I know and love. I do my best to try to do that, if it's somebody but like just someone out here just being a bully, like, nah.
Yeah, no.
I've always been a give what you get kind of girl. You know what I mean? So like, if you're nice, I'll be nice. And if you're short, I'll be short. And if you're rude, I'll be rude. Like I've always been that way. It's something I have to work on, but like I'm not real good at the kill 'em with kindness. You know what I'm saying?
I usually like that. It's almost like, I mean, like lately it's been different, but most of the time I don't like confrontation. I don't want to get into a confrontation.
Yeah.
But the last like few years, I just can't deal with it. And if there's, it's almost like my anger has become such that if I see someone like arguing, like if I'm out somewhere, I'm like, oh, do they need help? Like I'm already like, my anger's already there. Then I'm like, can I expel it at this situation? Like, do they need help for me to yell at somebody? It's like, I'm always like, I told my husband, I'm always simmering under the surface. Like it's always there. It's always like this heat. And then that's why usually I'll bite someone's head off, and then I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, let me back up. I was like, and think about it, because there's sometimes I'm just like rough, like right out of there. And
but I get involved in someone else's, stuff if it wasn't like some clear, like someone who didn't know someone bullying someone else kind of thing. But like Quarter Fate said, we all have a bit of rage in our personality, and it's like, as much as I want to live in the light as often as humanly possible, that I got some dark and I gotta honor it too. too sometimes. And so Blake gives me a really great place to honor that side of myself
Yes.
without hurting anyone else. And yeah, the outfits for the movie character, yeah, hobo
Chic.
Hobo chic, yes. Let's wear rhinestone shoes in the hospital. What were they? Or they probably weren't rhines. Who knows what those sparkles were made of? But yeah, she.
Were those long boots, those tall boots that she wore in that evening scene? Were those the same boots? The tall ones that
The
go up
ones
to
from
her
the
knees?
hospital were high heels, I think.
There was those like those tall sparkly boots. Didn't she wear like a long black dress over those things and they were like knee high? Weren't those like those big sparkly boots? And I'm like, she's known for being like to do her own style. I mean, I'm not a stylist, but that doesn't go together. That doesn't look good. And then the 50 pairs of pants and the 17 hats. This is what Lily would wear. No, honey, because she's like 20 something.
She
Her
has
character's
two.
like Gen Z. They don't wear that.
She has 2 pairs of pants on fire.
Seriously, maybe even more. Maybe a half a dozen.
I don't know what the Richard Feideck means. I'm not privy to that information. I'm not really privy to most cases out there. Let's see. What is
The
Michelle?
layers. Yeah, the
Michelle.
layers.
Michelle. No high road for me when trying to take me down. That doesn't surprise me, girl. I go from 0 to 100 in just 1 second. And I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
I mean,
you can take the
yeah,
girl out of Jersey, but you can't take the Jersey out of the girl.
no, you can't. There's no way. No matter where you live, they always know where we're from. Well, I was in when I went to England, I remember we were waiting to go to the Tower of London. They had all the Queen's jewels out there, and we had to wait in a line. And this line was so long, and everyone's just standing nicely, like just waiting. And I'm like looking past everyone. I'm moving around. The guy was dating was standing in the line, so I had to go wander around. And I kept going to like the front of the line, and I'm like, is this moving at all? And I kept walking back and forth, and like people are looking at me, and finally someone in the line looked back and they're like, "Are you American?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I could tell you're impatient." I'm like, "The line's not moving." I'm like, "It's not moving at all." And then someone's like, "Are you from New Jersey?" And I'm like, or they asked me if I was from New York, and I'm like, "From New Jersey." And they're like, "Ah, all right." And I'm like, "What? Then move. Let's go." They're so nice to standing there, and I'm like, move it.
uh, yeah, Gelth, I can't. You got me. You got me on. I mean, I can cuss like a trucker, but you cuss. You got that Aussie cuss. It's a little different. Uh, Michelle said, "I feel bad for Blake's kids growing up in a narcissistic household is very traumatic." Yeah,
Yeah.
we've talked and thought about the kids a lot, like praying that the nannies are like. I mean, it seems like a really good person would have a hard time working for someone like Blake and Ryan, but maybe we could pray that they are because they care about the kids or something.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to know if they've had multiple nannies or if like the same people stayed with them. That'd be interesting.
I mean, ugh, the kids. Don't get me started about the cat.
I know that it's
Yeah,
and
she
then
did.
I just gotta growl.
I know. It's just, I, I didn't grow up with a narcissistic mom. My mom was bipolar, which is similar. So, I mean, she wasn't, I wouldn't say she was mean, but she's very, I can't think of the word, but
Yeah, I know. It's a distinct kind. Yeah, it's a distinct kind of feeling, or that.
my uncle
Yeah.
said it to me one time in an email, and it was the perfect way to describe her, but I can't think of what it is. It's like, it's not like self-absorbed, but it's something like self-absorbed. But yeah,
Yeah.
I agree she might have been trying to make that character look unbelievably bad, but we've recently found out that when she wrote in to get her PGA credit, she basically took credit for doing every single thing on the set, from wardrobe to styling to being the HR person and everything in fucking between. It's like she literally told these people that she did everything. So
yeah, in her
I think
16
she just has
days.
really bad style, because if she's out here running around like, I did all the wardrobe and it was my clothes, she probably thinks her clothes are cute. They're just not.
No, they're not. And I used to think, and I didn't really pay attention to her because, like I said before, I was a Ryan fan and she was just there. I remember her like two different times when she was at like the Met Gala, and the dresses like changed. Like they like one piece came out and then it was long. Like those two dresses, and I thought they were really, really beautiful. And then I remember her look like in that one interview where now I realize she says like, I like to steal the script from people and rewrite it because I'm Blake. Like that 1960s kind of style was cute. And then like now I was watching the movie when it went to Netflix. Like this is hideous clothes. Who styled those couple of dresses? And like that's what she's known for. I think she got lucky with like two or three dresses, but everything else it's so ugly. That polka dot thing, it's like pants but a skirt. What is it?
She has so many things like that. I'm trying to find, I took a screenshot today of something that she said, and then I was gonna show that, and then show like every picture of this woman. She's wearing something low cut or like revealing, which no hate.
Yes, I have
Dress however you want. Dress like a whore.
Yes,
I do not give a fuck. But you can't run around claiming I'm so like demure and modest and like don't look at my boobs, and like that's why that whole song came about, because it's like, girl, you are out here with your boobs out all over the place. Like the one picture of her when she's saying her shoes are sexy, all you can see is boobs when you look at her, and it's like,
and they're smushed. Like, how can you breathe? Like they are suction cupped to her. That's like
something like, oh, I don't wear like revealing clothing when I work or something. I'm like, you wear revealing clothing all the time.
What do you mean you wear revealing clothing when you work? You're an actress. What do you mean?
Well,
I have like 5 pictures of her, and someone wrote something to me, and they're like, I don't like the way you're slut shaming. And I'm like, no, I don't care how you dress. I got big boobs. I can't help. They just pop out of everything. So I'm all for it. Show me your boobs. But when you're telling me, I don't like people saying I'm sexy. I don't like when people ogle at me. I don't like when people look at me. Then you if you're wearing a particular garment that shows that area, the garment is showing that on purpose, and you have chosen that on purpose. So I have like there's 2 different outfits where she had the blazer and nothing underneath. She wore like a blazer and shorts, and then she wore like and then her bra's hanging out, and then she's got like a side boob. So this is not about like shaming somebody.
No.
Wear what you want, but don't tell everybody that you don't want people. And this is not like, oh, well, is she asking for it? No, no, no. This is you are wearing an outfit that is cut in a specific way for your body to show certain assets. So, which is fine. But then don't say, don't look at my assets when you're purposely showing them. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
what?
we are females. We know how this works. You don't have your boobs out if you don't want anybody to notice your boobs. You just don't.
Yeah. And it's yeah. And dressing that way, and I think dressing that way, and like dressing first of all, when you're acting, and even Blake has said this, your clothes tell a story. She's even said that. So if your clothes are helping you tell a story, madame, and your boobs are out, like, okay, that's fine. You want sex appeal in this, that's fine. It's just like, I want my character to be sexy, but don't look, and it's wild to me how she says no kissing in the script, no this, no that. What did That's what happens when you don't read the book. Did you even read the script? This is a movie about a relationship. What do you mean no kissing, no nothing, and then adding and kissing when you feel like it? It's just so hypocritical that these people who are following her blindly
Look at this
are
picture.
oh, where's the yes? Where's the yes? That's the one.
I'm sorry. I mean, her boobs look amazing. They look
Yeah,
amazing, but you can't see anything but her boobs when you look at this picture. I'm sorry. You can't. You sue me if
yeah.
you
Like,
want to, Blake.
so this picture, yes. So don't tell me. Don't look at my boobs. Don't look at me. I'm dressed this way.
While she's telling them, I wonder if you guys could hear this. While she's saying, let's see if you guys can hear this. Oh, I can't unmute it. Well, you can't hear it, but this is the scene where she's telling them how sexy her shoes are with her boobs out. Sexy
Yes,
and with her boobs out. Both things happening in this video.
and her boobs right here. We're about to show some like areola. Like, this boobs are about to be popping out.
They are engorged.
Yes, like they are, and you know what? She's breastfeeding at this point, so they're going to be.
Yeah, and I mean,
So like, she looks great,
yeah.
but why are you? I don't understand. Like, if you don't want me to look at your rack, then you need to put on a turtleneck. Like,
And we know she does want them to, because she's attention starved all the time and wants everyone to tell her how amazing she is.
I don't understand. Like, I mean, I do understand, but like, that's the thing, and it really makes me mad when people are like, oh well, so it's her fault with the clothes, and I'm like, you don't understand. Like, if you're saying that, and you're not listening to what she has said herself, and in acting, everybody knows the clothes are part of the story. The different colors, even the lighting, everything tells the story. Like, the style. So don't tell me that you're not looking sexy when the girls are out. It's so hypocritical.
It's all very frustrating. I was talking to my other friend today about her and how the video came out where you can see that she's clearly got briefs on in the scene of the birth, and it's just like I am so tired of like the lies. Like it's like we all knew they were lies, and it was like we couldn't wait to find out that they were lies, and now we're finding out that they're lies, and I'm just sicker than ever. I'm just sicker
I
than ever.
know.
Like every time I think I cannot feel sicker over what these people are doing, I'm wrong. There's always something worse. It seems like it's like, or another thing to add on to all the already horrific. It's just,
I know. And we're thinking about it all the time. And I know that you are. I know that a lot of people do. Like we're all thinking about it. I'll just like I'll drive the kids to school, and then on the way home, I'll just be thinking about it. Like I wonder how Justin feels like right now. Like if I feel this way, what is he feeling? And like you said, all this stuff like he already knew and came out, but it's just like watching it keep going, and then you see people saying more things in the media. It's just so like heartbreaking, and I hate it.
it is heartbreaking. Like Bocce was
And yes, you hear them.
upset
Clarify, you hear my husband.
Yeah, we can. Yes, and don't look her in the eyes. Exactly. That's what the lyrics of the song are. You know, I'll shoot. Their eyes are looking at hers. Damn right. They're looking at her. She'll lie though. Harassment charge.
I love that song.
It's just so speaking of Blake supporters and boobs, one of the trolls that I was dealing with earlier today said to me something about boobs, and I was like, "You're Blake's advocate?" Okay.
Is this baby boy? Well, he
No,
shows his underwear, so
it's not baby boy. Baby boy.
you hear
Big
this?
boy. Little. It's little boy.
Can you hear
BOI.
this snoring? Can you all hear that? Wait.
Yeah, and I keep thinking it's coming from inside the house, and it's not. Okay, I'm having a hard time finding it because I need to open it. I gotta find it. But anyways, he was, coming after me for being a Jewish producer, director, supporter.
Yeah, and then that's what I was like.
Supporting him. Oh, he says just prefer women to not be abused by Jewish film pervs producing pervs. It's like the bot scripts they have, like. Then he comes out here, he's talking about Justin being a perv, yet he's over here talking to me about
Oh yeah, your feminine parts, all different types of names for it.
that was little boy. He was off the chain. Little boy. He was going as dirty as he could, and it was funny because he was coming for me for my picture, like, because it's obviously overlit to look like an avatar. It's not supposed to look like a picture of me. It's supposed to look like that. And he's like, "Oh, what kind of filter is that? Tran. And I'm like, "Oh, so you hate women, men, and trans people. Okay, cool, guy. You're cool."
And Jews.
And let me go
And
ahead.
Jews.
No, you're mixing up two different people. Little boy was not the one talking about Jews.
Oh, that's right. This was that other one with the cartoon avatar. It's not like he was showing his face either. I love when they do that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this kid has a smear face picture. You can't even see his picture. And then on his page, he's got like a picture of like his abs, and that's all you can see. And he's coming for me, and so I'm like, "Here, let me give you 4 pictures of me unfiltered. Do your worst. Here you go. Let's have it. Let's see what you
exactly
get." And I was like, how can I show anymore that I am so unbothered by this little boy than to give him some ammo to go ahead and run with and see what you got? Bring it on, troll.
It's funny because every time I get like with the trolls, I've like, you guys really don't get that this really doesn't bother us, and that we think it's funny because there's nothing a stranger can say to me who doesn't know me something about me that hurts my feelings. Like I just not anymore, like a while ago maybe, but now just like everything you say is so funny because you're just making it up. Like you think that you're going to hurt our feelings.
Yeah, they have no concept, at least for me. I mean, they might be able to get to some people. I mean, but I if I don't care what you think about, if I don't know you and have like care for you, then what you think is absolutely irrelevant to me. I do not care. I don't care about anything you say. And so I was like, bring it on, baby. Give me your
Yeah,
word.
I mean, and you're
Let's
the
see what
one.
you got.
Yeah, and he's the one who looks. I was like, so you're looking like an anti-Semitic psycho right now. That's why I was like, all right, I got this. And so I was like, are you like
Yeah.
trains?
He went right
You,
in. This
you like
other guy went right into being such a bigot, and then he said something about football and tits, and I'm like, oh, Blake, oh, you're a Blake supporter. You're not allowed to talk about boobs.
that's right, sexual harassment.
Blake doesn't have boobs, yet she has them and wants everyone to look at them at the same
I'm sorry, guys. He's really out.
time. But yeah, it's like no matter, and then he pulled the, the Jew hater. He pulled the whole, old argument, and I was like, tell me you haven't read any of the documents without telling me you haven't read any of them. I've read them all, every single one. I'm like, well, that
Yeah,
makes it worse.
yeah, and
That makes it
especially
worse.
like you're gonna go there. I was like, so you're just announcing to everybody that you hate and that you feel this way about an entire religious group based on the actions of a bunch of people. Like, so should I be like, oh, okay, well, obviously this person, like this. So that's how you can tell, and the fact that the Baha faith is not. I was like, it's not. It's from Iran. There's different. That's why
Yeah.
Emmy and I are going to do that episode. I'm like, you're not even. If you're going to be a bigot, at least like get your facts right. Like if you're going to try to insult me and a group of people, like don't sound dumb.
Right?
At least be clever with that.
Be clever. That's my thing. Is like, I'm bored. You're repeating yourself. I'm coming up with these clever, witty zingers, and you're over here
Exactly.
over and over, even using the same memes. I'm like, you can't even, like, you are a bot. You can't even get another meme out. Like,
I know. Like
it's the same meme over and over. It's not effective. Like, and I like to use, like, because the little boy, he was a claimed to be it was protect Taylor at all costs. So he's some crazy, he's one of the crazy Swifties apparently. And I was like using Taylor memes on him.
yeah, but it's like he doesn't even give like arguments though. Like that's the thing. I'm like, you're not even giving us like anything like anything good to like. It's so ridiculous, and the scripts that they have are ridiculous. I want to look more into that.
They need to be updated big time. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
they're still coming out the gates with Justin's case got dismissed. Whoa.
Yeah.
How many? What? It has been like 6 months since that happened, or some crazy shit.
Seriously.
That doesn't hurt anymore. We've already accepted it.
And how they say it, like when you say something like that, I'm like, you make yourself look so uneducated that and like so hateful, and a lot of times people who do that, like, you think that you're never going to get either caught or penalized for that, and then that's when like people say something and then actually your boss accidentally sees it, or someone takes a screenshot. Like I had one guy with expatriate dick said something, one of his followers, and one of the guys said to me, he was a lawyer, and he threatened me, and I never, like, I didn't take a screenshot at that point, but like part of me wishes like that I did, because I'm like, you have all your information. You said you're a lawyer. Like, what makes you think I'm not gonna like email your boss like with an anonymous thing, be like, yo, so this man works at your firm and this is what he's saying to people.
Yeah.
Like there's like, you want to be gross and disgusting, but there's gonna be like one day, like I said, karma's gonna come and she's gonna sprinkle her little karma dust on somebody, and you're gonna get it.
I just, man, I just feel like it's been a roller coaster ride. And it's not, it's like in Willy Wonka when they're on the little boat ride and it's all going faster and faster. No one knows when it's going or when it's slowing or whatever he says. And that's what it feels like. Like there's no knowing when it's slowing.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of want off the ride, but I'm also like getting like adrenaline rush from the ride, but I think I hate it, but I can't not be on it.
Yeah, that's exactly. There's so many days I'm like, I don't care about this anymore. I'm done. Like I just can't. And then usually like an hour or two later, I'll see something and I'm like, I'm right back in. I can't. It's like, and it's never like, you never know. I thought when I first started YouTube, like the case, I wanted to do something with like true crime and writing and mix it in, and I was really like, the case that I really hit me was the Johnny Depp one. And at that point I was like, I could talk about this all day every day, and then this stuff happened and it like just eclipsed that, and I was like, oh, what is this now? Because I saw little pieces in the news, like, and like you saw it kind of happening, and especially a bunch of us who were watching it like in real time, all of a sudden you see it start to snowball, and it's like you're watching it happen. And that was like the most frustrating thing to me. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, but like she said this, and he's in the basement, and how can you believe her? Like you could see it in his face and the things that he says. Like it's I really hope that, I don't think it's going to happen. I really hope that the judge makes a ruling after all of this, like before May, and he's like, we're done. It's like case dismissed. I can't believe it's even going to trial. How? Everybody's heard of it. How are you going to get jurors on there who don't?
No, they haven't though. That's just it though. It feels that way. It feels that way to
Yeah.
us. But that's not the case. I know plenty of people who know nothing about it. And they know some headlines that they've seen. Like I've literally had my own friend, when I brought it up, when one of them was all, "Oh, that pervert." And I'm all, "Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me
Oh yeah.
inform you of the truth." And she didn't really care. And she didn't even, and she still didn't. She's like, "I don't care." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. You should
Yeah.
care. You should
Yeah.
care, only because it's not just about this case. It's a much bigger thing. But that's cool. You don't have to care. But there's a lot of people who, and that's the scary part about Ryan. And that's why I keep calling him the Antichrist, because
Yeah. Like how many people have said to me, "Oh, he's a good actor. I don't care." I'm like, really? You
the
don't
mask hasn't
care?
slipped. the mask hasn't slipped for those people. And it's like that conversation that I was having with Emmy, that do people, and I was talking about it with my bestie, and again today we talked about it earlier, about how different he looks to us and how
Yeah.
much he's changed in the last couple of years and blah blah blah. And then I'm like, does he look like that though to people who still like him? Has
Yeah.
he changed to them too? Like, what do they see when they look at him? It feels like they should see the same thing, but perception is everything, right?
Yeah, I do the same thing with Blake. I mean, and I'm like in between them. I'm like a few years older than Blake. And I was like looking at pictures of her, and I'm looking, like I see like the lines on her face. Like I can see like this smile, like where the smile lines are. Even when she's like just like a serious face, you can start seeing like the lines. And you could see it's starting to like age her. It's like whenever someone becomes president and like 4 years or like after their presidency, you see the before and after, and they've like aged like 100 years being in office. It's like that. Like just it's all the stress, and his hair is thinning too. Ryan's, you could tell. It's like it's all like leaching out now. All their disgusting hate, vileness
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
it's
it's
pouring
coming to the
out.
surface for sure. I wish Lyman would change his ruling to Roses. That was one of the things that I was like, man, it's like, now that he's seeing this stuff, how can he, like, why did he have to do it with prejudice? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why? And can he go back on that? I don't know. Would he
No,
ever?
you
No, I've heard
can't.
people say no. Like,
Yeah,
is he
no, it
so, and
sucks.
is he like sitting there looking at all this shit going, fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, especially because all this stuff didn't come out yet, I feel like that was really premature of him to do that. I mean, knowing that there was so much more stuff.
It was like
Um,
right out the gates. It was
yeah,
right
it
out the
was,
gates. I was coming back from a festival last year. I remember when it happened. And I remember
yeah.
exactly where it was. And I
Well,
wasn't really sitting. And
I think he's,
I saw a troll say it was like, "Oh, you probably cried when they," and I was like, "Yes, I did. I did cry. I cried when the judge did that. I was furious."
yeah, like I wonder if, and I don't know if it's me or if anyone else sees it, like how Lyman was at the beginning. And I don't know if it was just like the way. I mean, I don't believe all the rulings with her, and for her, it just doesn't make any sense. But then like the last couple of um on one of the dockets, like one of the questioning, and some of the things that Lyman said, like I wonder if he's like looking at all this stuff and he's like, well, maybe that was a little, maybe I jumped the gun on that one,
I know.
because I think he did.
How could it's like, how could he not be? How could he not be? Like, what is happening?
I
Like,
know.
he's looking at the same shit we're looking at. And I mean, he did seem, it was, I'm going to just put this up really quick. Christina said, I've been saying that I think they didn't try to dismiss it until the MSJ so they could gut the case.
I mean, like you said before, there's so much we don't know, and like we're worried about certain things. But I think, especially Brian Freeman, I think that he sees, like, he obviously knows certain things, and they're waiting till everything is out. But it's very frustrating.
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It was really, I am so grateful for all the content creators who went to this hearing,
Yeah.
because they gave us yes, we could see what the court reporter put down in words, but having them there to talk to us, like Katie talked about the mannerisms of people and the way that they, she was up really close and she could see like their facial expressions and all of that. And then like NAG and NAG and LGA being there came out of there and told us like they broke it down. Like we might as well have been there. I mean, we had two lawyers
Yeah.
come out of there and break down what he said for us even before they had a chance to even really digest it. And then, Carol was there and Andy was there, and who am I missing someone?
Lauren, did you say Lauren?
Lauren was there. Yeah, and so we're getting all these great perspectives from like people we trust to tell us the real about what
Yeah.
they saw and felt inside of there. And and then of course with the lawyers, they came in and gave us facts on both sides, how both lawyers did, whether they were lawyers we liked or not, they
Yeah.
and it's just it's so valuable. I'm so grateful to all of them for that, and like my podcast isn't supposed to be about this case, but I can't not talk about it. I live and breathe it every day. I
Yeah.
can't not talk about it at all. Like I don't want it to take over my show all the time or anything. I have lots of things I want to talk about, but I cannot not talk about this
Well, it
at all.
extends to more, especially being content creators, and having like all those subpoenas when all those came out. A lot of the things connect, and just to see that, and what people should see and take away from this is not, oh, well, ooh, Hollywood, who cares? It's not far fetched to have someone that I know someone, a good family friend is very good friends with the family, with the kid who does Young Sheldon. So she knows somebody in the show, but she knows the actor who did Young Sheldon. Um, my nephew did, like when he was little, he did some modeling in New York. So like, and like my dad, my family's from the city, and we used to go on like the elevator, and like Madonna would hop in. So like you know someone who knows someone, you come across sometimes with people that you don't expect, and like so you're connected to it just by watching the movies, and maybe someone. And then you have, well, what if now you have this child that wants to, or your child or your niece or nephew want to become an actor or actress, and you really go for it. It's not like, oh, well, that'll never happen to me. We all say that, and then something happens. But it's also like the power dynamic. You have people who are manipulating others to get their way. And that in itself should be something that people get angry about. Like they're using their power to say these things and do these things. And if you think it's going to stop at just like this level, what else, how many companies does Ryan Reynolds have? How many things do they have their clutches in? So it's more than just crazy Hollywood stories. It's deeper than that. I don't think a lot of people will think past that, because it's like, oh, it's not happening to me, so who cares?
Yeah.
But there's just so much more to it than that.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it on like just on a spiritual level alone. Like I said, I keep repeating what I said in my video from earlier, and it's probably because I just watched it a bunch of times trying to edit it. But it's like the forces of good and evil are playing out right in front of us in a Hollywood theme right now,
Yep.
and we're watching it happen, and it seems so clear who is who in this situation, and it's like it's so hard. I hope that it has been a crazy week, and I do think the judge came around a little bit. The things that the questions he asked, especially Nag pointed it out, like the things that he asked, like about the touching, and how like is every time like an actor on set or a director on set, I can't remember exactly what he said, like has to improvise even down to touching. Is this something that a jury's gonna have to decide, basically? Because it's
Yes.
insanity. It's
Yes.
insanity, you know.
Yeah, he was asking. Yeah, he was asking some good questions. There was another one. What did he say? Oh, was it about the smear campaign or something? And he said, so it didn't do what you thought it was going to do,
Yeah,
basically. Like,
yeah, the smear campaign wasn't a very good one, basically. Yeah.
yeah, like, I mean, yeah, I think he's starting to, and I guess it's hard when you don't have everything. And Christine had said it, like, he doesn't have, obviously, and certain judges won't look. I don't know. I think they can, but a lot of them don't. Like, he could look up all like the articles and could go back and look at all like these interviews that people had. So he's not really looking at like what we have. He's got a lot of information, but like there's also a lot of information out here too that he doesn't have, and it seems like he's finally catching up with a lot of the stuff that we have known, and like he's starting to see, oh, maybe this woman sucks.
Yeah,
But yeah, I just hope he sees it now.
yeah, I hope so too. It kind of seemed like it, and at first it seemed like him having a brother in Hollywood would be a problem in the other way, but now it kind of seems like maybe the fact that he has a brother in Hollywood would make him even think a little harder, even more, about making that kind of a decision that would affect Hollywood as a whole, and moving forward, how these kinds of things would have to be handled.
Yeah, especially since his brother isn't, it's not like a major. We're not talking about like a major star. So I think it's different. It's different when you're like a George Clooney level. Like it's different in especially in Hollywood, because they have their own class system, and so he sees a different perspective. So maybe he's finally seeing, oh well, if my brother were almost like in a Justin position, maybe people know him, but he's not as known, and then this other person comes in. Because if we think about it, if this was like Justin, and then another star came in, like another celebrity that a lot of people don't know, and then tried to do this, it would obviously be very different. And the only way she was really able to do this is because she has her husband's power, because she's got a lot of audacity, but she has the power to back it up, which is why I don't think she cares. And maybe now he sees like the power dynamic was definitely abused in this situation. I just hope so. I think your mic is off. I don't know. Can everyone hear you? My earbuds. Did my mic?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there you go.
I did turn it off when I was trying to move it away from me because I'm too loud. By the way, you guys can tell me if I'm too loud. Yeah, I just think, maybe it just took him a long time to get through all those documents, and he does have a lot of other cases and all that. I just wants her case by, what is this? Wants her case. I don't know what that word, how to say that word, bifurcated? Bifurcated? Bifurcated. I don't know.
And I can't see any of the chat.
You can't
My
see
husband's snoring
chat.
again. Oh, there we go.
He sees how insane she is. I mean, I would hope he does. Exactly. Like, how, that's what I'm saying. It's like he is reading the same documents that we're reading, right? He is also seeing the difference in the tone of messaging that comes from Jamie and Justin versus the tone of the messages that come from Ryan and Blake.
Yeah, because he had heard Blake in person. Yeah, he heard Blake in person, and now he's reading all these things.
Well, and just, I mean, just like we were talking about earlier, about just the tone difference in the way that Justin and Jamie speak overall, and how Ryan and Blake, they're over here cussing, calling people names, making demands, telling people this and that, and Justin and Jamie are over here going, we don't want to see anything bad. We just want to protect our image. We're just trying to protect.
I love you. We're praying for you. Yeah, completely different. And that's probably also why the judge was like, ew, maybe that wasn't a good move. But it was, yeah, that really bothered me. But I hope he makes up for it now. I hope he rules differently, because I mean, I would love to know what the judge, I would love to be there when the judge reads some of Ryan's things. Like, really, I would really love to see his face reading some of Ryan Reynolds' text messages and his emails. They're unhinged.
They are unhinged. They're so unhinged.
So scary. He's psychotic. Like, psychotic. I have never in my life have read something like that, unless it was like a manifesto.
And why are they both so fucking long-winded? I swear to God, she's the dumber version of him.
She is. I absolutely agree. Like, there's like lacking. It seems like she's smarter because she's like conniving, and she plans things. She plans like her little attacks, but it's on a different level. Like Ryan, you can tell is an intelligent person, and you can even see how he manipulates her too. But she's just like him. But you're absolutely right. Only dumber, like 1,000%.
Yeah, like, yeah, he does manipulate her, but she. That's what I've always said. Like, when they first saw each other on the Green Lantern, that was not a look of. That was a look of knowing, like seeing yourself in someone and being like, "Oh, you're like me. We could be a great team here."
Yeah.
A great team of evil demon devils.
I know. Those poor kids. Someone please come take those kids.
Lord, it's just, I don't know, guys. What do any of you guys have anything specific that you have feelings about? Um, Bocce really got me with that letter to Colleen today. I was in
I
the
have to
shower.
read that.
I was in the
I'm
shower.
gonna have to read that. His letter. Yeah, how does Colleen not read this and be like, oh, this guy's psycho?
I
I'll have
know.
to find that letter and read it.
Angels, hey babe. Their whole relationship is a PR stunt. I mean, think it. I think it's definitely an arrangement of some kind. It's definitely a partnership of evil demons. Like, I do think they are partners in crime. 100%.
Yeah, partners in crime.
Where the, like, how they get down, that I have questions about. As far as, the beard and all that kind of ideas, it could definitely be a PR stunt in that fashion. But I don't know. It's been 10 years. That's a long PR stunt. How long have they been together? 10 years at least,
Yeah,
right?
they've been together, 10 years. I think that it's, I don't know. I think it's like maybe it's like because marriages in Hollywood are not known for like being, there's very rarely any healthy relationships there. So, like, even with all the people that they know, this is, oh, well, they're together for 10 years, but I don't know. I just can't see them like laying in bed and be like, I love you so much. Like, thank you for being so supportive of me. Like, except I do see that, except they're like praying to each other. They're like worshiping each other.
They're
Like candles everywhere. And they're like, thank you. Like, that's what I see. I think they worship each other. I really do. I think that's the connection. They love the damage that the other one does, and they think it's great.
Yeah, it's more of a ball tickling that they do for each other. It's kind of, it's kind of evident in the way that she talks to everyone. She's constantly like just overly like, oh, you're so amazing. It's just like
You're such a wonderful person, and
like
everything you say is, oh, you have rubies from your lips, and oh, let me kiss your
it's
feet.
like it's everything's probably a competition with the two of them too, just like how she was with Justin during the dance scene when she kind of made it like a competition about how, well, it's more than cute. Like her relationship is more than cute. It's like, yeah, it definitely is more than cute, bitch.
She is trying to, yes, she's trying to like one up him.
Yeah.
With his relationship with Emily. Well, I'm married to Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, like that's about it, hon. That's what you got. If even that. That's the only upper hand you may have. Because the way that Justin and Emily are, there's no way Ryan and Blake are that way. Like you could just see. I saw pictures. I want to look at more of him, of Ryan on set with Blake, and the way he had his arm around her, like this clutching of her, like he's got this.
You saw them online?
Like it's like this picture. Yeah, I have a picture. I'll have to post it. He is just like his arm is around her waist, or his arm is around her shoulders, and when they kiss, his eyes are open, looking at her. I don't like it. Like it's weird. The way he's like grabbing onto her and like.
I wish I
So
had that.
nobody wants her, dude. Like nobody wants her. You don't have to hold on to her.
Yeah. He's definitely the top of the food chain there for sure.
Yeah.
I don't see one like that, but I was gonna put it up on the.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you.
I cannot stand to see pictures of her and Justin from the movie. Can you imagine what it feels like for him to see pictures
Oh,
with her?
God.
Or for him, or for Emily?
Every time I see them, oh my God, when I see them kiss, like if they're doing a scene from the movie, I'm just like, I'm so sorry, Justin.
I know.
And how, like, I mean, he needs all the Oscars. He needs all the awards. How he looks like he's in love with her in that movie. I mean, a masterclass in acting. A masterclass.
Yeah, it's just really upsetting. I just feel so. It's just really sad what they've done to this man. Like, I. It's like we're living it through documents. He had to live this shit in real time and in person, face to face with this bitch and Ryan.
I know. And you know how it feels when you go to work and you hate a coworker and you hate your boss and how you feel sick and how like he had to and just how he tried to be positive and look for the positives every single day. I mean, all the credit to him. I don't know if I don't think I would have been able to do that if
No.
I and how and then to have my husband, like my boss's significant other. Think about it. Like you go to your boss's house, oh, come over for dinner. And then your boss's significant other is sitting there and berating you. Like that's basically, she's like, come over. And then Ryan's like, she's like, who are you, dude? It's just how, and then you can't escape. Like he couldn't, why couldn't he just get up and leave? Was he just being polite? Or like did they keep him? I think like they blocked him from leaving.
I think he was so, from what he said, he was so
like shocked
and dumbfounded, and he was searching his mind because people like Justin and or anyone really who takes responsibility for their life, their actions, who they are and how they are. A lot of us, even if we get an argument with somebody, let's say, and even if we're totally justified in our side, those of us who want to be better and grow are going to stop and kind of try to be like, what was my part here? What did I do that could have made this person feel this way? And I think he was grappling with that. He was trying to hear what was being said to him. I just imagine he was frozen. He was probably just frozen.
Yeah, I was like when you're in I think of it like when you're in almost like a confrontation and your brain kind of like you can't compute what's happening.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there. And I think like just sitting there and imagining, because if we are imagining this as like it's a work thing, the fact that they're actors, shouldn't mean anything. You have your boss is sitting there and your husband is berating your boss. Like that's the situation right now.
Yeah.
And the fact that Justin felt and didn't, because of Sony, didn't have, he should be able to be like, okay, you're fired.
Yeah.
Like he should have been like, you're fired. Like you're done. And he couldn't do that because Sony was like, no, you got to keep the terrorist. You got to keep her on.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, it was like, well, that's what Cassie was saying about the story with Solomon, that was the movie was his baby.
Yeah.
And he gave it up so that it could be, so that it could still be made. He had to. And because it was really his movie and he wanted what was best for the movie, he did what he had to do by basically having to give her everything. And it's like, as much as like, in the beginning, and a lot of people would be like, he should have just stood up for himself. And it's yeah, he should have stood up for himself more. They were too nice. But the gravity of the situation as it has unfolded, and now that we can see not just what Blake was doing, but what Ryan was doing, what Blake and Ryan were doing behind the scenes, how on one phone, I don't know why I picture her with two phones. On one phone, she's, Justin, it was so great working with you. What we did today was so amazing. And then on this phone, she's like, this fucking idiot clown, I'm going to take his shit. You know what I mean? Like on the
Yeah,
same day.
exactly. And like, I want to know, and I want to know because I remember talking to my husband about it. Like, a lot of the stuff, and like in like text messages to other people, what did she say? Like, you never see her say, "Oh, I have something to tell you." And when I was on set, Justin did this. So, did she say these things to people on the phone or in person? So it wasn't in a text that you could go back to. Like, she's
Well,
she's
it's
she's
stupid.
telling people this man is doing stuff to her, but then like the actions don't. if if you're so vocal about it, which she was, this is all very vocal stuff, why wasn't more done? And I can only hope that, like, again, with the judge, that he sees this and he's like, well, she was her own company and she's the HR department. Okay, well then why aren't you doing anything about it? She's making it sound like, oh well, I'm taking over this movie to save it from this guy who doesn't know what he's doing, and she's telling people, well, her and Ryan assume that he doesn't know what he's doing, so they're telling all these other people. Everyone's like, oh yeah, like he doesn't know what he's doing. And I love how Isabella doesn't know anything. I mean, she was on set for 3 days. It's just so in it's I mean, and we say it's like in a circle. It's just so enraging. It just makes me so mad.
When they were talking about, like, when you or listen to her text, how she like creates a sorry, she creates everyone's memories for them. Like where they would be like, I don't really remember. She'd be like, remember it was like this.
Yes.
Remember you felt like this, you felt like that. Um, and then it makes me think about when her lawyer was doing the deposition for Wayfarer's um expert over the like bots and the like that kind of stuff, and she kept going
Yeah.
right at the end of
Mhm.
her questions, like
Yeah, that's a like a verbal push. She's trying
yeah,
to intimidate you. Yes, I saw that when I was reading something that Blake said to Brandon. She'll remember this, right? And he said, I vaguely remember that. Well, vaguely it's not a lot, dude. It's less than, I would say, half. you know, you're so she's pushing it on these people. I, like, Jenny seems like someone who would totally plot with Blake. I feel that Brandon and Isabella was told lies and they believed it, but Jenny Slate just looks like someone who'd be like, "Oh, he didn't do anything, but we're gonna take him down." Awesome. Like, she seems like that type of person to me.
yeah,
Allegedly, in my opinion.
yeah. All of this is allegedly, in our
Yeah,
opinion,
allegedly, these are our opinions.
and jokes. Um, I was trying to think of the name of the. There's somebody else that I'm thinking. Who is it? Liz. Is it Liz Plank? She's the podcast girl. Is it Liz Plank that was on the podcast, you guys?
I think so. I think it was
So,
Liz Plank.
like on one messages, she's messaging Blake about how she should have warned them more, and like she knew that Justin and Jamie were creepy. And then at the same time, she's on the podcast with Justin and Jamie, just acting like nothing.
Yeah. If you think these people are creepy, why are you and why are you hanging out? You have no defense if you have this podcast with someone. You're like, oh, he's really a creep. He's really like a terrible person. But this is a voluntary thing that you're doing with him, this podcast. Why are you still doing it? How come you haven't reported him? How come you didn't out him on the podcast? Like, there are so many other things that they should have been doing that they obviously didn't do because this never happens. And for people who are in these situations, who are afraid to say something because it's real and they're afraid they may get penalized by someone in their company, this is not that. And with all these people who said, "Oh yes, I heard him say this and heard him say that," but none of them. And I don't know if this crossed her mind or Ryan, but if none of them complained until after the fact, that speaks loudly to me. You waited, you went through, and that's not to say like, oh, like victim shaming. Oh, well, they were scared and then they didn't want to say anything. You could see that this is different here, that you are going through all of this and then you decide to sue him and go after him. Why didn't you stop during the filming? Right. And it's so obvious to all of us. But these are questions that people don't, like, they're not asking. But well, you have to, and it's hard because there's so much information. And that, like, when I do like my stuff, there's so much information I have to be like, and remember this happened, because you forget it. And that's huge context. Like, they didn't say anything, they didn't do anything. That's huge. You have like 10 people on set who knew this and didn't do anything. Yeah, Christina, why are you still working with them? Exactly. Why are the cops not being called when he's stroking this woman's arm in the limo or whatever? Like, the driver, get the fuck out of my car. Don't touch her. Why are you just, oh, he touched her. Why are you like, if I see a dude touching my friend's arm, I'm like, get the fuck off of her. It just screams to me, you all made this up. You just made it up.
Well, either that or they were just complacent with that, like.
Yeah, with that. So yeah, you're telling me everyone was
both ways.
Exactly. Oh yeah, like, oh, well, was everyone afraid? And you're calling this guy a clown and a dope and a dum-dum. Well, if you obviously don't have respect for him, so you're not afraid of him. This is not fearful language of her. Not like, I'm so scared if I don't do what he says. And again, not every situation is different. This is an obvious situation where she's making it up, and when everyone's story sounds the same, usually if it all sounds rehearsed.
Yeah.
And this all is, and it's just amazing to me. And then the media just running with the lies, and then it mixes everything up, and people don't know what to believe.
And there's just so much. It's so much. It's like 6 months ago, it was hard to break it down. There was so much. And now it's like,
oh my God, even more.
It's insanity. So
yeah.
I'm starting
to it really is.
Yeah, there could have been a contract. Christina says there could have been a contract, but I think there would be things in place to leave, and I think he would just let her.
Yeah.
it just seems very clear that what happened is exactly what they said. It's exactly what they said.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, as a team truth, so I'm crying because when I yawn, my eyes water. But it's great to see the fact that we got behind their arguments and believed them, and that the evidence is proving us right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just proving us right and them right. It's proving that they did not lie. They told us what happened. We believed them, and we were right too. Our guts were correct. Our intuition was correct. Our eyes are not deceiving us. We can, in fact, see very clearly what these people are. And no fucking bitch BLDS is going to change my mind or make me feel fucking bad about it. And if they want to come and
exactly,
bring it on. Because
it's nice to believe in something or someone that is who they are, you know, like with Justin, it's nice to back someone up that you don't have any doubt. And I mean, we'll always have, sometimes, you know, doubt will creep in sometimes, no matter what. But, you know, for the majority of the time, you know that this man has integrity, that he's being truthful, and everything that he's feeling and saying can be validated and backed up. And I'm glad that Blake thinks that she's so fantastic that she wrote all these text messages out, and that she did that PGA letter. It just shows the unhinged entitlement that she has.
yeah, it definitely does. It does.
So unhinged.
The amount of things that she listed in that letter that she did.
I mean, a ridiculous amount of things. That's like when you write your resume and you're like, well, I was just a cashier, so what do I write? And then you start like saying, oh, I implemented financial whatever. You know, you just start making stuff up to make it sound better. That's exactly what this sounds like. It sounds like she's lying on her resume to make herself sound better. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh, Lord. Well, you guys, I'm getting tired, and I've got another live stream coming up here at 10 o'clock with House of Chatter. So I'm going to need to probably go and like try to get a second win here pretty quick. We're doing Nothing Scary tonight. So if you guys are scaredy cats and that's why you don't usually come, you should come anyways, because we're going to talk about the Mandela effect. And I don't know if you know about that. If you don't know, you definitely want to come. And if you do know, you definitely want to come. So,
yeah, I only know what they look like when I color them in. It'd be nice to know what they are.
No, you're thinking mandala.
Oh, mandala.
You don't know what the Mandela effect is if you don't. If
Mandela effect. Oh, wait, maybe I do. That's not like the butterfly effect, is it?
No.
Are those two different things?
It is. It's based on Nelson Mandela. And
okay, no, I don't think I've heard that. Oh.
We did not allow Emmy to learn anything about it at all because I wanted her to have a complete and total authentic reaction to what she hears tonight. And basically,
nice.
So a lot of Gen Xers will get it, especially, but Nelson Mandela died when I was little. We saw it on the news. We saw a whole funeral progression. It was a huge deal. And back in the day, big news stories, you know, there wasn't news like there is now. Like a story was, you know, the big story. And then years later, he got out of prison and became president. That is the Mandela effect. It's some call it false memories. I don't like that term because my memories aren't fucking false, first of all. I know what I fucking remember. But basically is a whole collective of people who have memories of things from the past that aren't quite the same as we remember them, like almost, but like maybe something spelled a little different than we remember it. Maybe something looks a little different than we remember it. Maybe something was said a little different than how we remember it. And it's
That's interesting.
and it's super interesting. And I highly recommend, if you haven't heard of this, that you tune in, because it will fuck with you. It will fuck with you. I promise.
Oh, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I may be there, but I don't know how awake I'll be, but I'll try. I will definitely have it on.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming and doing this with me, Wrath. I appreciate it. I know it's late for you, and we pushed it because of Cassidy's live, because I wanted to see part of her live, and I didn't want to be on at the same time as her the whole time. But I appreciate.
Well, thank you for having me. I did apologize earlier, but everyone said it was fine that my husband was snoring. He had some sound effects.
Yeah, they all said. And if you guys come, I'm just going to say this right now. If you guys come tonight, do not be putting things in the chat for Emmy to see before we tell her about them. Gelf will be on with us, and I already had to get on his case about not telling her anything. I don't want her to be seeing things ahead of time and trying to like figure out what you guys are saying. So don't be throwing out all the little things.
Oh, good. Well, I don't know anything, so she won't be getting anything from me.
Yeah, don't be giving her hints.
Christina asked whose channel. Is it your channel or her channel?
We're going to be on my channel, even with my crappy video, because I need to be able to put things up on the screen for her and for you guys to see, because a lot of things you need to see them visually to really be like, see the difference, and like, you know what I'm saying? So she doesn't know how to do that yet on StreamYard. So I know how to do it on here. So that's where we're going. So we'll be here on my channel. It's already set up and scheduled. And yeah, I'll be back in like an hour and a half.
Yay. Well, thank you for having me. It's always nice to rant and rave about blech.
It is. Got to get those feelings out. We can't be keeping this shit inside, or else it'll make us sick. So let's just blech.
That is right. That is right. Oh, love everyone. Love you guys in the chat. Love you, Kynny. And I'm glad that we have this community. This community really has, I know it sounds dumb, but it really, really, truly has changed my life. You guys really are awesome. Like, I have to say, I'm really enjoying this part of my life with you guys. It's really nice to have people of the same mind.
It is. I feel the same exact way. And thank you guys all for coming, and I love each and every one of you. And I'm saying that, and I mean it. And you are my friends, even if the trolls don't think you are.
That's right.
We are fucking friends. And I appreciate you coming to our house tonight for this little chat. And hopefully I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.